What up though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me. 10,000 steps, Midtown Detroit. We own it. I gotta bring up spending problems. For some of you, it is not a matter of you're not earning enough. You may not be earning as much as you would like, but that's because you're living a lifestyle that you really can't afford. You don't really have an earning problem. You have a spending problem. So again, some of you, not all, because some of you do need to earn more, right? And we'll get to that. Some of you do need to earn more. You're not earning enough. You're working this part-time nonsense. You're not making enough money, bro. But others, you are working. You're working 40, 45, 50 hours a week, and you're still struggling to keep up. You're still struggling to put anything away. And that's because you have a spending problem. With the way you're moving, there's no amount of grinding that you're going to be able to do to keep up with your spending. You have to cut back. All right. You have to stop doing certain things. You can't eat out as often. Those fancy restaurants you like going to, they're great, but they're going to have to be sacrificed for you to get better. You're going to have to go to them a little less. The hanging out, you're going to have to do it a little less. I know during the summer we had a few blockbusters, to going to the movies, to going out on dates. You're going to have to do it a little less. If you look at your monthly expenses, you probably are spending a good chunk of it on recreation. And recreation is not cheap. So when it comes to, like budgeting, that's going to have to be very first, like top of the list in terms of cutting back, because recreation is not necessary. It's fun, but you don't need recreation to live, to exist. You especially don't need recreation that costs money, because there's recreation that's free. Some may say me being out here doing this walking that I'm doing counts as recreation. And this doesn't cost me anything. In fact, it's highly beneficial to me, getting these 10,000 steps in that I always recommend y'all do. I'm going to recommend these 10,000 steps to y'all until I can't no more. I'm going to recommend y'all get out here and do this until I can't no more. Get out here and do it with me. If you in the city of Detroit, get out here and do it. If you in another city, do it anyway. I'm with you in spirit. But yes, many would count what I'm doing here as recreation. I'm out, I'm walking around my city. It's crazy how I could walk from downtown to here in like 30 minutes. Because when I'm not recording these videos, like I'm walking more casually recording these videos. But when I'm not recording these videos, man, okay, that pace I be on it. But yeah, you're spending too much. You are living beyond your means, and thus you have developed a spending problem. And you may be like, well, it's not a problem really, because it's not an addiction in any way. But the reason why I categorize it as a problem, even though it may not be an addiction, is because it's keeping you from excelling. It's holding you back. You are spending money at a rate that either outpaces your earning or is on pace with your earning. Neither is good. I mean, spending in a manner that outpaces your earning is certainly worse. Oh, there's some more luxury, what are those? Condos, lofts, or whatever that went up over there. That stuff. Midtown is the same way. Downtown Detroit has all that luxury new stuff being built up. Here in Midtown, which is literally just north, also has the same effect. It's the same thing happening over here. You got all this new stuff being built for living. Just the same stuff that I've been talking to y'all in these other videos. But back to the topic at hand. you are spending at a rate that is either on pace with your earning, or you're spending at a rate that outpaces your earning. And that's even worse, because now you're having to go into debt in order to supplement it. And going to debt is usually people paying for the stuff they don't actively have the money to purchase with credit. And credit is just debt. You know, they say, oh, there's good debt and there's bad debt. As somebody that was in debt tens of thousands of dollars, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe in good debt. Now, I do believe that people can go into debt and strategically use it to thrust themselves forward, but I still don't think that is good debt. I still think it's just debt. They just were savvy enough to manage it in a way to where it's not crushing them. Because if you go into good debt, you are literally one unforeseen situation away from it now being bad debt. That's why I don't deal with the good debt, bad debt mindset, because what on Monday could be in their mind good debt, by Friday is now crushing them because some unforeseen situation or circumstance arise that they are not prepared to deal with, and now it's turned their situation upside down. So I really don't believe in good debt or bad debt. I think debt is just debt. I'm a person that was in debt tens of thousands of dollars, so they have no chance of convincing me that in any way, shape, or form going back into debt is somehow a good thing for me. No, being in debt was a terrible thing for my life, and I am so much happier now that I'm debt free. So you can listen to these financial gurus if you want about good debt and bad debt. Many of them have financial incentives to encourage you to go into debt, because many of them are getting kickbacks from different financial institutions that they're plugging. Oh, get this Capital One credit card, or get this SoFi credit card, or, they're being financially incentivized to push you into these things. So be careful of these financial gurus. You always know when someone has your real intentions, at heart or not, or has your real interest at heart. You always know this, because are they pushing a product? Whatever they're telling you, is it being followed up with some product they're trying to sell you? Some program they're trying to sell you, some card that the link below in the description, so I'm just saying, it's nothing wrong with earning a living. There's nothing wrong with, earning yourself a few coins or whatever. I'm talking specifically about life coaching, especially financial. If they're trying to sell you some product along with advice that sounds kind of shaky, I say don't go for it, man. Let me get back to walking. Ugh. But yeah, you're living beyond your means, and that is why I say you have a spending problem, not a earning problem. So it being an addiction, because some people are addicted to spending, and you might in your mind think, this is not a problem because I don't have an addiction. But addiction aside, it is a problem because it's keeping you back. Anything that is keeping you from progressing is a problem. It doesn't have to be all to the extreme to where it's like that, but it's keeping you from excelling. It's keeping you from moving forward. Oh, I got one of these bike stations here. These are all around the city as well. They're expensive to rent bikes though. I actually bought my bike 4 years ago because of how expensive it was to rent these. And this was during the pandemic, when everybody suddenly wanted to buy all this fitness equipment that they had no intention of ever using. So I bought myself a bike. I just happened to go in Target and they had a few bikes that they had just assembled, so I bought one. I paid $159 for it. That same bike is now what is it? $250? Yeah, it was $160 when I bought it. It's now $250. So it's went up $90. I don't know if that's inflation or just greed. I really couldn't tell you. But I think you guys got the gist of the message that I'm pushing here, which is the importance of living within your means, the importance of eliminating unnecessary, gratuitous expenses. And it's okay to do so. It's okay to only go out once or twice a week rather than 3 or 4 times a week. Maybe you shouldn't even be going out once or twice a week. Maybe some weeks you don't go out at all. Maybe go out once this week or twice this week, and then for the next, week or two, don't go out at all. It's okay to not live at these fast food restaurants. That food is junk anyway. The cooking at home, even though we don't always have time for it, that's still always going to be the better route. When you cook at home, you're going to have more of it. You can eat the leftovers. This is just all the same stuff that I've been preaching to y'all, man. I'm not telling y'all nothing y'all don't already know. Y'all are smart, very intelligent folks. I realize that. I read all y'all comments. The majority of the people that make contact with me, you're very intelligent folks. You're not stupid by any stretch of the imagination. You just need a few little tips to push you in the right direction. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you out. So appreciate y'all connecting with me, man. And like this video, give me that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna holler at y'all soon. Peace.